they was actually hiring thugs, like them dudes in the jail cell, to beat them up. And they did, often. Riley Williams is charged with stealing Nancy Pelosi's laptop from the Capitol during the deadly insurgents. She was videotaped and also posted she had been she had taken it on social media. She had plans to sell it to the Russians. She's home with her mother after spending 3 nights in jail awaiting trial. So it's all good, man. This the Heavenly Father is gonna avenge the souls of the saints, but not now. This one, it's not even necessarily you. It's your whole race. It's not just you. Shit. Sell your ass to some Hamites or something like that. They know what to do with you. You gonna experience some rip. Right. Everybody gonna get what they deserve. But yeah, he's no longer here with us because he killed himself. Yeah, but this is a real suicide, because he was on camera saying that he tried to kill himself 6 times while in Rikers Island, and every time they caught him, they beat him. They beat him because they didn't want him to basically just go and not suffer. They wanted him to stay alive so he can suffer. That's why, me personally, I don't wish death on Edomites. I still do sometimes, but that's when I'm really pissed off. But if I really calculate and really like, yeah, I know something better than death for you. Life. And we will have that power because Yahushua said that we will be able to bring back the dead. So even if you kill yourself, Edomites, in the near future, once we have that spiritual powers, I'm going to wake your bitch ass back up and whoop your ass again until you commit suicide again. And then guess what? I'm going to wake your ass up back again. Back to work. You ain't going nowhere. All my Edomites on my plantations will be revived multiple times a day. I'm going to do something to you, and therefore you will die, and then therefore I will wake you up again. And you might even take your own life. And if I find you, I'm going to know because I'm going to read your mind. But I'm going to find you, and I'm going to wake you back up again and beat you for doing that. Yep. He croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. Nowadays, the poor, which are the Israelites, fall by their words. They trust in the system. Woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help, because you trust in a lot of their military power and stuff like that. So this is an old beautiful chapter, but I'm going to stop it right there. I'm going to go here now. Jeremiah chapter 12 verse 1, which is the last one. Righteous art thou, O Yahweh, when I plead with thee. Yet let me talk with thee of thy judgments. So Jeremiah was trying to have a conversation with the Lord. Wherefore doth the way of the wicked prosper? Yeah. How are they allowed to actually be killing so many animals to where that famine will be orchestrated, set up, and planned systematically too? Why are you doing this? Well, he's going to answer. Wherefore are all they happy that deal very treacherously? Right. A lot of people that are very demonic, they live happy lives. Well, if you read the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and also chapter 4, both of them, or one of them, sorry, I can't remember that good. So I think it's one of them. I think both of them, actually. Let me think. Sorry. You can read that if you have the time. There you will see that basically almost since the beginning of time, the wicked have been very prosperous. And then therefore you should understand that now, once the Heavenly Father, finished the cycle of the world, Jacob is Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Well, once Jacob gets to rule, then the righteous will rule forever. So I got that out of that. When I read that, I was like, I can use this to show the world, our people, our world, the world of Israel, the world of Israel. I can show them through reading these scriptures and these verses, these chapters, to show that the wicked have been ruling for almost since the beginning of time. They have been doing good, being prosperous and stuff like that. If you check out their length of prosperity versus the righteous, their length of prosperity, the righteous might rule a few years, but the wicked, they in some decades, man, and then they get taken down. And then, a righteous rule for a season, small season. And then the wicked rule for decades again. Okay, that doesn't seem fair. If you then calculate it, let's just keep it simple. The righteous would rule for 20 years. And then the wicked would rule for 80 years. And that would go on and on and on. 10 years for the righteous. 150 years for the wicked. 20 for the righteous again. 160 years for the wicked, stuff like that. So, in the end, the righteous shall be at rest and be at peace, and none shall make them afraid, and they shall rule in righteousness, and they shall rule forever. No more wicked rulership upon the planet Earth. In existence, actually, not just the planet Earth, just in existence. No more wicked will rule. Right. Thou hast planted them, yea, they have taken root. You see? The wicked have taken root. They're stable. They grow, yea. They bring forth fruit, right? Wicked fruit. Disciples unto themselves. Thou art near in their mouth. They always speak about God. God bless America. God is with us. He loves us. In the church, it's also the same shit. May God bless you, my child. It's always in their mouth, right? And far from their reins, meaning it's never in their guts, because your reins is your guts. Basically, when people say, I have this gut feeling about this man or this female, whatever, the Heavenly Father is far away from their thoughts, like their gut feelings. He's not at all there. But thou, Yahweh, knowest me, Jeremiah. Thou hast seen me, and tried mine heart toward thee. Pull them out like sheep for the slaughter, and prepare them for the day of slaughter. How long shall the land mourn? Because when wickedness ruleth, the people mourn. Proverbs, let me see, chapter 29. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Everything is getting more expensive nowadays. What? Because the wicked are the rulership. Shit. Ruler shit. Wait. Right. Sorry about that. Now, what was I saying? Man, I forgot. Shit. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. I got it. So, where is it again? Here. Right. So now everything is getting more expensive, The rent is going up. The prices of food. Did you know that my eggs nowadays? Well, now I know why. Millions of dollars. So it's getting more worth and the money is getting less worth. So eggs. I think it's a rack of 30 eggs. Used to be like €3.50. €3.50, right? 30 eggs, right? Those same eggs are now €6. 30 eggs. You have the chicken. I used to get 10 kilo chicken for €12, if I'm correct. €12. Now, 10 kilo chicken is 25 euros. 25 euros. Did you get that? Used to be €12. You can say 13. Now it's 25 euros for 10 kilos chicken. Right. That's what's happening right now, So the people are mourning, not just me. I know what's happening. I know why they're doing it. Well, I didn't know about this, but I do know that they're doing it on purpose because I had other resources and stuff like that I used to check out. I made videos about. But now I see to the extent like, what the fuck? This is what they're doing? That's why the Heavenly Father said, I am angry with the wicked every day. We don't know to the extent, but I have a few documentaries that I can show you that I'll be like, well, you gonna be like, oh, now I understand why the Most High hates them so much. These are the things that they're doing behind the scenes, horrible things. They're obsessed with death. Actually, they're obsessed with killing people and animals and forests, like plants that can't fight back. They love to chop plants up and do stuff with them, which is make them into how you call that thing, birdhouses or something like that. I always found this funny. They chop down they chop down woods, which is natural birdhouses, and then they make birdhouses with that same wood that was a house to that bird. Not specifically these type of birds, because they just find any hole, anywhere. But you have other type of birds that use their nests in those trees and stuff like that, and then you chop a big tree that's maybe like 5 meters tall. I don't know how much that is how much is that? 16 feet tall tree, and then they make a little small come on, man, you got to see that these Edomites are just funny. I can't wait for Obadiah 118, but I can't even wait more for Deuteronomy 21 and 10 until 14. Yes, I said it. I'm waiting. That's why the Lord said, rejoice and be glad, for your salvation is near. Yeah, something like that. Rejoice and be glad. Rejoice. Exceedingly glad, actually. And be exceedingly glad. Matthew 5 and 12. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecute they the prophets which were before you. So actually, I'm talking about this part, because the part where they persecute us, we need to be glad about that also. You have persecution in righteousness, but then you have persecution in wickedness too. Because if you do wicked and people persecute you, don't be like, oh yeah, see, the Lord is with me, because these people hate me. They hate you rightfully, bastard. But the funny thing is, we have actually not done anything toward the people. All we did is read the scriptures and they hate us. Therefore, we need to rejoice and be exceeding glad. But I'm going to be exceeding glad also when I see the falling of our enemy. That's why a lot of times I laugh. Back in the days, I was too furious, but yeah. Nowadays, they would just take down my video and say, hate speech. That's why I'm trying to make it come over fun, so them devils might laugh even. Oh, that's a funny nigger. Even though he wants to take our daughters violently and he wants to, burn us with the stake and keep us alive, he still makes us laugh. Yeah. Keep on laughing, devil. Keep on laughing. Once that time comes, my smile will go away. And there's gonna come another type of smile. That one you don't. A serial killer has. I'm not gonna compare. Yes, I am. I'm gonna compare myself to a serial killer. Because I just like King David has killed tens of thousands. I want to do more. I want to do more than that. Not more than him, but more than that. Because once King David comes back, it's gonna be pleasure upon this planet Earth. Once he gets back in his rightful position as the ruler, king, prince of the Israelites, and then Yahushua will be King of Kings, right? He will be Prince of Kings, as I would say. It's somewhere in the scriptures. The prince, he's the prince. Yeah, right. So going back to over here, Jeremiah chapter 12, and let me finish this quick. Sorry, 12 and what? Near them off. Verse 4. How long shall the land mourn and the herbs of every field wither, for the wickedness of them that dwell therein. The beasts are consumed, and the birds, because they said, he shall not see our last end. This is what they're doing. And this is, I just mentioned birds, but you have also cow, you have food, so beans and stuff like that. You have grain being put to fire, you know what I'm saying? So pollen grain, feed plant fire, you know what I'm saying? You have another grain in silos, fire, another grain and fire. These are literally like months apart, days apart sometimes, you know. They're hacking facilities so that they can do the work in order for the farmers to get their equipment so that they can do work. You know what I'm saying? A tractor is not just a vehicle for fanciness. It's actually a vehicle to do what with? Right. To do this. You have them tractors, and then you could do this. Well, they spray freaking pesticide, and they're gonna burn for that. And not hell. I'm just talking about burning in a physical form with fire once we get that power. But for now, we can't do anything. Just stand by and look how these devils poison the food. But with a tractor, it actually takes away for, like, let me see. Let's say he was just farming the land with cultivate the land with cultivate the land. Yeah, here, for example. This work, what he's doing here, he can do this work, and it would have taken, let's just give a quick example so that I can give it would take him an hour to fix all this up, like to loosen up the land, and then therefore he will be able to put them seeds in that land. Because if the land is hard, if the land is hardened, not dried up like that, but if the land is hardened, but then I'm gonna just use this for example. This is barren, but I don't want to use this, but yeah. Well, stuff can still grow, but still, that's not the point. If the land is hardened, right, you need to soften up the land. Softened. You need to soften up the land. Back in the days, they used to do it by hand. They used to do it by hand, soften it up and stuff like that, in order for you to plant it. But now you got agriculture machines, and you can do it. You can do it much faster. You can do, for example, in Africa they still have this. Okay, this is just mud. So I think they're gonna plant rice or something. I don't know. Could be. Fill it with water. Let me see. Yeah. So okay, this is too soft to actually. Yeah, it is water. Yeah, here. Farm plowing the rice fields in preparation for planting rice. Right. This is for rice. Yeah. I thought so, because that's not for actual vegetables, but this is for vegetables. What he's doing, he's softening the land, and then therefore he can plant some seeds and stuff like that. If you was to do this by hand, it would take you very long, and you will start developing muscles. But now you could just do this, and before you know it, you're done. As you can see, he's softening the land. He's turning it upside down, letting the nutrients get out there and stuff like that. And then you go and plant them seeds. So if the farmers don't have this machine, they cannot keep up with the demand of food requirements of the people on the earth. And then therefore they have to do it manually, which will slow down food even more, process of getting food even more, which will then speed up the famine. Esau got it all covered. He's smart like that. A devil is smart, so yeah. So that's what's up. So it says here, And Esau thinks the Heavenly Father is not seeing what he's doing to the animals and stuff like that, and therefore he's going to do it to the people. Now you might say to yourself, okay, I'm gonna just become a virgin. I'm gonna just become a vegan then, right? But even with the plants, he is genetically modifying them in his laboratorium. So the plants that you eat, it might be human flesh and stuff like that. It says here, spinach. Spinach grow heart tissue, right? Researchers have successfully used spinach leaves to build functioning human heart tissue. Did you get that? You still think you're eating food? I mean plants? You have no idea what these devils are doing. You have no idea. And this is only one plant. Like one plant, like a, how you call that thing? Spinach. Spinach. And the reason they do that, because they said that the spinach has a lot of arteries just like a heart, you know? And then therefore they will use it. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine eating this? Can you? You don't know what you're eating. He has all these leaves tubed up in his laboratory and with tubes sticking in them, pumping blood and stuff like that, trying to make a heart. And they leave decellularized, leave via deterrent agent, or detergent, sorry, perfusion, access decellularized, leaf as a tissue engineering scaffold, all these little fancy words. Patency of leaf, vascular, DNA content, protein content, histology, effectiveness of decellularization, recellularized with human cells. Recellularized with human cells. Okay, cool. Hey, so he takes away the cells first, and then he puts in human cells. Yeah, that's what he does. That's why that thing turns white, because it doesn't have the DNA of the green thing are cells. You know, the DNA of the plant is in the cells. It's in the color is it. That's why it's green, by the way. And yeah, when it dies, it turns brown. That means all the nutrients is gone out of it. So basically, that's what he's doing. Yeah, this is what Esau's doing. Yep. Yeah, this is what he's doing. I'm gonna leave the link in the description box. You could look it up for yourself. I mean, like, you know. Okay, I'll put this link in the description box. There are many more. There's video. I saw this video in 2017, by the way. So yeah. Anyway, going on. Now it says here, verse 5. If thou hast run with footmen, and they have wearied thee, then how canst thou contend with horses? So if you run with people, and even they make you tired, how can you then run with horses? You can't. And if the land, and if in the land of peace, wherein thou trusted, which is Jerusalem, they weary thee. So even in your own land, if they tire you, because they wanted to murder Jeremiah, by the way, even there, in the land of righteousness, in the land of peace, which was supposed to be peace and supposed to be righteousness, Isaiah chapter 5 and Habakkuk chapter 1 speaks about that. There were supposed to be peace, but there was just war against each other. And the Lord got angry. But he said, and if in the land of peace wherein thou trusted, they weary thee, then how wilt thou do in the swelling of Jordan? So when you look up in the swelling of Jordan, you might ask yourself, what does that mean? Is Jordan swelling? Is the river getting swollen up? You know? What does that represent? Well, if you go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 19, behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan against the habitation of the strong. Okay, so now you go to Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 44. Behold, He shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan unto unto the habitation of the strong. But I will make them suddenly run away from her. And who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? For who is like me? And who will I appoint? And who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me? In due time, the only shepherd that we have is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. But he will send his men. Yahushai will send his men to be shepherds. But the point is that in the swelling of Jerusalem, it is like it's like dangerous. Because if I go to the, let me see, blue letter, which is the swelling. Swelling of what? Swelling of Jordan. Right, those two I just read. Now the word swelling. Goes the exaltation. It goes into the pride, arrogance. Glory, splendor. Here. Used, so it says here, under the glory of Jordan, right? Poetically, used as its green and shady banks. Beautifully, the banks are the things that are on the side of the river. Beautifully clothed with willows, which are trees. Tamarisks, with the tamarisks. What's that again? It's a tree. Wait, tamarisks. Yeah, it's a plant, sorry. Yeah, a tree. Boom. Because the word boom means a tree. Boom. Is a tree. Here. Here's a Dutch word for tree. Yeah, not boom, boom. Right. So you got these trees, beautiful trees, you know what I'm saying? And they're pink. They can turn pink, actually. Right, so beautiful trees. Right. And cane, which is, sugar cane. Here it comes. Where lions used to lie, hid among the reeds. So, it says here that, here. It says so. Jeremiah 12:5. If thou hast run with footmen, and they have wearied thee, then how canst thou contend with horses? You can't. Because if people already tire you out, how much more is a horse going to tire you out? And if in the land of peace wherein thou trusted, they weary thee, then how wilt thou do in the swelling of Jordan? Meaning, once the river basically swells up and is prosperous, then what do you think the lions are doing? They're waiting there in in all secrecy, finna kill people. Well, not people, actually other animals that come to drink. If you watch National Geographic channel, you will know what I'm talking about. Lions, they love to wait near water because they know the other animals are going to come and drink the water too, and they need to. And just like crocodiles, they wait because they know you're going to have to cross the water eventually or drink, and I'm going to be right here. I just wait for you. So basically, in the land of peace where they already weary you, how much more once that time comes for the danger? Right? Verse 6. For even thy brethren, now this is the Most High speaking, for even thy brethren in the house of thy father, he was speaking here too. Even they have dealt treacherously with thee, yea, they have called a multitude after thee. Believe them not, though they speak fair words unto thee. The Most High was warning Jeremiah. I have forsaken mine house. Jeremiah is talking again. I have left, the Heavenly Father is talking here again. I have forsaken mine house, which is the house of Israel. I have left mine heritage, meaning he just cast us off, right? I have given the dearly beloved of my soul into the hands of her enemies. That's what the Lord did. My heritage is unto me, as a lion in the forest. It cried out against me. Therefore have I hated it. So the Most High is angry at us, man. We were bold against them. We